From the coast of Algarve, the southernmost region of Portugal, to the streets of Lisbon, or Lisboa as the Europeans call it, we landed here not by choice, but by accident, following a dramatic Atlantic crossing.
The bilge alarm. Taking on water.
And a rescue off the coast of Portugal, we decided to stay in this region for a while to see what it had to offer. Stunning cliffs overlooking rugged coastline, golden beaches, charming villages, and ancient mystical castles makes this a fantastic destination for any traveler.
So here we are in Lisbon. This is our walk out to get to know the neighborhood a little bit. And it's a good thing that we have a little bit of stamina, because these hills are a killer on your whole body.
Lisbon truly lives up to its nickname, the City of Seven Hills. Each hill offers a unique charm and breathtaking views from strategically placed viewpoints called miradors.
You know where we're going?
No, I don't. I don't want to go further down though, because I know we're going up eventually.
Well, I am just following Darren, and Darren is following Google Maps, and it is not easy. All these little streets are for the most part one way or a dead end. It's like a maze in here. I'm supposed to follow you, Darren. You're no good behind me.
No, I need to stop and take a look.
Is that what your blue dot is telling you?
I think
or is
so.
it a theory you have? We're gonna go all the way up there.
Follow me.
And this is why they call it City of Seven Hills. While we were at it, we figured we might as well continue to São Jorge Castle, one of Lisbon's most iconic landmarks. It's perched on the highest hill in Lisbon with stunning views over the city and the Tigris River. Today the castle is a modern-day museum and an archaeological gem with history from the 7th century BC to medieval times. It was built by the Moors in the mid-11th century as a defensive stronghold during their occupation of the Iberian Peninsula. Over the years, it has served as a royal palace for the Portuguese monarchy, military barracks, and a national archive, only to mention a few. It has even been struck by earthquake twice, leading to extensive renovations over the centuries. Although we only spent a few days in Lisbon, we were there long enough to get a feel for the vibrant culture as we meandered through narrow alleyways and grand boulevards. The streets are lined with wall art, and many of the homes are decorated with colorful ceramic tile, a tradition that stems back to the 8th century when the art of tile making was introduced to Portugal by the Moors. Although we enjoy exploring any city, we prefer less crowded areas, and the perfect place to get a deep appreciation for natural beauty is on top of the cliffs in Algarve. But first, to gather some energy and a great way to fit in with the Portuguese culture, we had to have our daily dose of delicious coffee.
I'll say this is definitely the nicest view that we've had from a restaurant. So this is pretty sweet. Just get out in the morning, have an espresso with that view.
The Portuguese knows how to do coffee, and whether you buy your espresso at a grocery store, market, or cafe, it is always delicious. And at $1 a cup, you can drink it guilt-free.
So we are here at the Trail of the Headlands across from Portimão in an area called Conselho de Lagoa. I'm sure I pronounced that completely wrong.
Trail of the Headlands is a fairly new trail, only 15 minutes from the city of Portimão. This trail was inaugurated in the summer of 2018 when the 400-year-old watchtower known as Torre da Lapa was restored. It's about 4 miles from one end to the other, and it has a beach on each end. Along the way you will discover beaches, sea caves, and sinkholes, and of course a spectacular view. Although the trail is marked pretty well, it does not have any type of safety railings or guards in place. Here you walk at your own risk, and signs do say to keep a good distance from the edge and not walk when it's wet because the ground can be very slippery.
All right, just started this trail, crossed a beach, and not really sure which way to go next. It does say it's going along the coastline, so I'm gonna pick to the right because to the left is kind of toward the parking lot or houses, so I'm thinking that that's correct.
Millions of years of coastal erosion has formed these incredible limestone cliffs, and the unique color is a result of iron oxide deposits within the limestone. There are many legends in this area. One of them states that an enchanted Moorish princess appears on the cliffs at night, guarding hidden treasures left behind by her ancestors. Locals as well as visitors share stories of having seen her ghostly figure.
We are half an hour into this trail, and it's a nice trail, but there's a lot of loose rocks and also a lot of sand, which makes it slippery.
The Tower of Lapa doesn't look very impressive, but it had a vital role when it was in use. With a 6-meter diameter, this newly restored circular structure served as a watchtower to guard the entrance to the Arade River. Smoke signals at night and fires during the day were used to warn the locals of approaching pirates.
I'm exhausted. It's because of the heat. I don't think that I should be this tired right now, but it is 32 Celsius, not a cloud in the sky, and not a breath of air is moving.
Escaping the heat, it was time to indulge in some local food.
So we are back to the place that we came to the very first night we arrived in Portimão. We were rescued by a private company out at sea, and they were very generous. They took us to this restaurant, and this restaurant actually had closed, so they stayed open for all of us to come, and they served us several different dishes that are specific, traditional to Portugal. They only speak Portuguese in here, and the menus are also not translated. So all of our food was ordered for us last time. So basically we came in today and we said, do you remember us from a week ago? We want the same food. And it was outstanding, so we look forward to having that meal again.
That meal is called seafood acorda, a traditional dish that has brought fame to this local restaurant. It's a delicious bread soup filled to the brim with seafood and spices. Alternatively, it can be prepared with rice instead of bread. And with very affordable prices and top-notch food, you can savor every moment to your heart's content.
It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. River's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town. Just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.